question is no. The people who are most affected are rural people. And at the protest event that Greenpeace held outside Ecan before their last meeting, the person who spoke was from Oxford, and she hasn't been able to draw drinking water from her well for many years. So I think that there's a lot of politics involved. I think the scientists that I've worked with have done a lot of research on this issue, and there is undoubtedly a lot of politics with the dairy industry involved. And the reality is that dairy farmers have got a lot of money tied up in their farms, and they naturally want to protect that money. And most of them have huge mortgages like you couldn't even imagine. So it's a very sensitive issue, but we have to solve it. We absolutely must solve it, because it's going to affect Christchurch sooner or later, and it's already affecting a lot of people.
The first part of the question, I think, was directed around the balance around the table at Ecan. We have 16 councillors. 14 of those are elected by local communities, and there's a balance of rural and city within that 14. We have 2 appointed Nitrates councillors, so that's around the balance. In terms of the nitrate issue that we have, it is complex. We have, rightly or wrongly, voted a nitrate crisis last week, but I look at the survey for around the country, around the Ecan area anyway, for nitrates in wells, and I've got a series of maps here that I'm happy to share with people afterwards. And look, you know, the nitrate concentrations in wells varies from 0.001 in upper catchments, and then, you know, I'm looking at the lower Waitaki at the moment, and obviously recently we had an issue with a well that supplied Waimati, which got out of hand. But look, there's a variation of nitrate concentrations across the plains, and I think, you know, we have to acknowledge that there is a problem in some areas, and we have to pinpoint what is the actual problem that's happening with that particular area, because you'll get some wells in close proximity to where we have a problem that have reasonably low nitrates. So it's not an easy fix.
Yeah, overall it has been a very high correlation between intensified dairying and high nitrate levels. The correlation is actually quite chilling when you look at it. And we've known this problem was going to happen since as early as 1985. So what we've done is we've run a freight train towards a brick wall at full speed and wondering what's going to happen. So it is a crisis. It was foreseen. It does represent, in my opinion, institutional blindness and systemic failure not to integrate science into regional management. It's as simple as that, and economic interests have overtaken public good. So we've got high bowel cancer rates, we've got loss of biodiversity. It has been absolutely systemic. So, the regional council does, at a fundamental level, need to change how it operates. Where federated farmers did not take any ownership of the nitrates issue after the emergency was declared, and that was really disappointing. So yeah, we need to really destock areas, especially northeast of Christchurch, to protect our groundwater, because we can't be complacent, and that's where the issue rests. And I'd urge everyone to look at the councillors that voted against declaring a nitrate emergency, because that we really need to stand up with the issue that we've got. Thank you.